Hey, what's up everyone? It's Big Beefcake and I'm back with another video game pickup video for you. I got a few Nintendo games, NES games complete in the box. I've also got some Super Nintendo games complete in the box and a couple of loose Super Nintendo cartridges as well. As to why my webcam video was so dark, I don't know. It's been giving me trouble since I got this new microphone. Let me show you. Oh, it lit up for a minute. Yeah, I got the Blue Yeti, can't even talk. The Blue Yeti microphone, and for some reason it doesn't want to recognize it as the default microphone. I keep having to delete the actual webcam off the computer and reinstall it just to get the microphone to work whenever I want to make a video. So it is what it is, man. But we're rolling with it. We're gonna make it work. So without further ado, let me show you my new pickups. I'm going to start with the loose Super Nintendo cartridges first. So here we go. First one we have here. There we go, lighten up. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was a big Power Ranger fan when I was a kid, man. And when this game came out, I had to have it. I remember begging for it for Christmas. So, a lot of good memories with this game, man. I recently streamed it on my Twitch channel. And I put in a Game Genie code, of course, so what can I say? But yeah, Power Rangers, really good beat 'em up game. Glad to have it in the collection. Next we have, lighten up. We have the Power Rangers Fighting Edition. Basically, it's you take all the Zords from Power Rangers, Tiger Zord, Thunder Zord, and all the a couple monsters from the show as well, and it's just a fighting game, just with Power Ranger characters. Think Street Fighter, but with Power Rangers. It's actually pretty fun too. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I mean, the concept might sound kind of corny, but it's actually really fun. So, if you haven't tried it, I implore you to give it a try. Alright, next one, this just came in the mail about 10 minutes ago, actually. Super Strike Eagle. Man, this cam sucks, man. I'm sorry, folks. This webcam sucks. But, Super Strike Eagle. It's, another flight simulation game. Basically, you have to, how do I explain? There's, countries that have gotten away from the United Nations. Your job is to fly through, and by blowing things up, you convince them to come back to the UN. But no, I'm a sucker for flight simulation games, any arcade flying games. Afterburner is a personal favorite. So when I saw this and I saw how cheap it was, I had to pick it up, man. $3, you can't beat it. This next one is, I had never heard of it. It's actually a ROM hack that someone has actually put on a Super Nintendo cartridge, which I think is really cool. So I decided to give it a shot and get it. Mega Man Zero, not Mega Man X, Mega Man Z Zero. Basically what this game is, it's Mega Man X, but you play as Zero. And also the dialogue in the game has changed. A couple things have changed, but for the most part, it's the levels are Mega Man X levels. The robots enemies are Mega Man X enemies, but you play Zero. And instead of Dr. Light in the capsule, the Dr. Wily. Dialogue has changed. A few other things have changed, but it's actually pretty cool, man. If you ever wonder what it would be like to play as Zero through the first Mega Man X, this is the game for you. Thank you, cat. One of the cats is down there wanting some attention. This next game, I'm really excited about. I'm actually going to start streaming it on my Twitch channel this weekend. I'll leave a link for my channel in the description of the video. This is released in Japan as another game. It's been translated to English, put on a cart, and I had to have it. Secret of Mana 2. Now, the first one, Secret of Mana, when I got it for my birthday one year, I had no idea what it was. And it turns out it is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And I'm a huge RPG nut. I've got to have any RPG I can get my hands on, I get it. And when I had a chance to get this, I had to jump on it, man. I had to. Price didn't matter. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but Secret of Mana 2, I'm gonna start playing that today, and if it's anything like the first one, I can't wait. Alright. No, those are the loose Super Nintendo cartridges. I've got 3 that are complete in the box. I'm gonna show it to you now. Man, this cam was really, really bad. First one, Super Pinball, Behind the Mask. Basically run-of-the-mill pinball game. It was $3. I couldn't refuse. No, I'm not great at pinball, but I do enjoy it. So for $3, complete in the box, I jumped on it. I had to. There was no question. Alright. Next one, Stunt Race FX. I played this when I was younger, when I was a little beefcake. It's kind of cartoony. You can have races up here, stunt competitions, things like that. Where's that? Super FX chip. It's actually really fun, man. It's just like a cartoony racing game, pretty much. I mean, it was $14, so I enjoyed playing it before, and for $14, I'll gladly add it to the collection again and play it. Alright. And the last Super Nintendo, complete in the box, is a game I've always sucked at, but I had to have it anyway, man. For $8, you can't beat it. Primal Rage. And the thing that appealed to me about this game was you can play as dinosaurs. I've always loved dinosaurs ever since I was a little kid, and a fighting game with dinosaurs, hell yeah. But I've never been good at this game, but I still enjoy playing it. I mean, kind of weird, right? But yeah, $8, complete in the box, cartridge is in excellent shape. I still enjoy playing it, even though I get destroyed. Alright. Alright, that's all the Super Nintendo games. What I have left is some NES games complete in the box, and I'll show you those now. First one is a personal favorite of mine. I've never beaten it. My goal is to beat it this year. Hopefully I can do that. But it's always been a personal favorite of mine, so I had to have it. Adventure Island. What can I say, man? This is a side scroller. Basically, the princess has been kidnapped, taken to Adventure Island. So it's your job to go get her. You gotta save her from an evil witch doctor, and it's just fun, man. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. It's fun. Check it out. Alright. This next one I had never heard of until recently. It's Winter Games. It's there's skiing, bobsledding, speed skating, I believe figure skating, if I'm not mistaken. Just basically events you'd see at the Winter Olympics. It's pretty cool. So glad to have it in the collection. If I don't drop it. Alright, this next one came in the mail today. I used to have this one as a kid too. Michael Andretti's World GP. I love racing games as well. This is one of the first I ever played on the NES when I was a kid. At times it was difficult, but I just remember it being so fun. So, I mean, I had to have it again. I had to jump at the chance to get it. Oh, and then it's funny because Michael Andretti is the only official name they have in there, but they got Ayrton Senna. They changed his name from Senna to Zenna. They had Nigel Mansell, but he's called Nigel Mancello. It's like, it's just weird, man. They kept Michael Andretti's name and changed everyone else's. Alright, this next one is another racing game. I played it a lot as a kid. Yeah. Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge. Why? Alright, my webcam just froze. Sorry about that. Wow. Really? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Alright, we're gonna try this again. The webcam froze. Like I told you, it's been a pain in the butt. It's supposed to be one of the best, but it could have fooled me. Anyway, Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge. Won the first, might have been the first and only NASCAR game on the NES. Yeah, I think it was the only NASCAR game on the NES. Let me show you the graphics on the back. If you can't really make them out that well, but I actually set this to 200 laps on the Daytona 500, and it took me about 3 hours to finish. I ended up winning the race too, so that was pretty cool. I didn't get a damn thing for it, but just knowing I wiped Bill Elliott off the map, yes sir. Alright, this next one here, like I said, I'm a big sucker for flight simulation games. F-15 Strike Eagle. Anytime I can play in a fighter jet, it's a good day. This is one of the more realistic flight simulators. Have different missions you go to, bombing missions, dogfighting, things like that. Like I said, I'm a sucker for flight simulation, and this definitely scratches the itch. I am going to get I'm thinking about getting Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm not sure yet. Kind of debating it. I want to see if the price goes down first. I might get that. This next one is another flight game. It's actually unlicensed. I had never heard of it until recently. MiG-29 Soviet fighter. It's basically same thing. If you ever play Sky Shark or Tiger Heli, that's basically the same thing, except you're in a MiG. It's actually pretty fun. It can get kind of difficult at times, but I mean, it's flight simulation. It's a flying game, jet game. I had to have it, and I want to show you the cartridge. The cartridge is actually pretty cool, man. It's weird. I'd never seen a cartridge like this before. It's actually chrome, and the label's on upside down. See that? Then it's got a switch right here. Goes to you can switch it from A to B. If the game doesn't start while it's on A, it says to switch it to B. That's weird, man. I've never seen that before. It's weird, but it's cool. Alright, we're on the last one. This one is special to me, man. This one is near and dear to my heart. Has a special place. I'm an 80s kid. I was born in 82, so when it comes to video games, this was the very first video game I've ever played. And if you're an 80s baby, there's a good chance it's probably the first video game you've ever played. Super Mario Brothers. And really, what needs to be said? No, this is a game that needs no introduction, no hype, no build-up. It is what it is. This is what got me into gaming. Like I said, this is the first video game I've ever played, and after I played this, I was hooked, man. So this will always be one of my all-time favorites, and a chance to have it back in the collection. I had to have it. And the funny thing is, it took me 10 years. I kid you not, 10 years to beat this game. But it was 10 years of fun, man. So I'm definitely excited, definitely happy to have this in the collection. One of my favorites of all time. First video game I ever played. Special place in my heart for Super Mario Brothers. And that is it. Those are all my latest video game pickups. I hope you enjoyed it. Had some technical difficulties with the webcam, but we made it through. I'll have to edit these videos together. I'll test my editing skills, see if they're getting any better. I'm trying to... Hello. You see one of the cats behind me? That is Shadow. Shadow, say hi. She's shy. And we're not responding again. Awesome. And webcam froze again, so I'm going to go ahead and just end this video now. My next video will be some of my Blu-ray collection. I'm going to try to find out what's going on with the webcam before I do that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Everyone have a good weekend. Take care, guys.